For us, the reason we chose the girls that you guys have worked with is because they were really underconfident, had real zero self-esteem, and if we don't get to the root of that as a problem, we can't ever expect them to attain what we need them to at the end of Key Stage 4. And actually it's not because they're bright, it's not because they're not capable, they just don't feel they are. By unlocking that, hopefully that will help us to raise their attainment as well as their aspiration.
There were two types of students. We had demonstrative types who were a little bit kind of scatty and all over the place. They've become a lot more focused. Their scattiness hasn't changed, but that kind of uncoordinated energy is now, certainly in one particular boy, and he's now working as well as he can on work, and he wants to achieve and get through it. The other group were students who predominantly were quite quiet. They didn't really engage with each other very well. They didn't really believe in themselves.
From the very first day that Marcus and Jen and Kenza came in to speak to the sixth form, the lower sixth form were very, very inspired by the assembly, the talk that Marcus gave. They found him a really interesting, charismatic person, and that definitely got a lot of interest going. And as a result of that, several days after Marcus had been in, I had lots of students coming up to me saying, could I be involved in the Unlock programme? Are there any other places? Is there any chance that I could go on a waiting list? So I think that was brilliant.
It was great. We had loads of parents writing in and saying, thank you. It was lovely to kind of have somebody really influential coming in and speaking to the children. We have quite a lot of guest speakers in at school actually talking to the kids about careers, but by far it was the one that's received the best feedback to date.
The way our students were able to stand on stage and present back to their peers and organise something, that gave them a massive shot in the arm for their self-esteem. And the way everybody, not just their peers, but everybody in the school saw them.
Even today with one of the girls who started crying this morning saying, I can't do it, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to be able to, and then she got up and presented on stage. I thought that was an incredible journey just for her to have gone through this afternoon. So yeah, I think it's made a big difference.
And they've all opened up. You could see it by the end of the programme. They were able to communicate, they were able to articulate, they were doing things they probably normally wouldn't have dreamed of doing, meeting people that were beyond their kind of expectations, and developing a little bit more sense of themselves and what they can do and what's possible. And now what we see with them is they're actually working really, really well in lessons. They've been able to approach applying for the sixth form and applying for college places with a lot more confidence. Not just having knowledge of what's out there, but knowing who they are and what employers are looking for and colleges are looking for.
Definitely. I think the whole programme's worth doing. I mean, we did it last year and we saw the impact with some of our children then, and I'm sure again with this group, because they're a group of girls, they formed a bond that will hopefully help them to make greater progress, not just with us at school, but in their lives.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been a brilliant 3 weeks. It's been quite intense, it's been quite short, but I think it's been a really effective and really, really high impact programme to run as well, which has been brilliant. So thank you very much.